Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Alan Wake 2, shall we? Oh wow, I got attacked right outside of the break room. I didn't even know that that was a thing. I couldn't attack him, so I'm just going to give him all the battery. Okay. That was unfortunate. Alright. So I believe I already got that word of power. Okay. Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving them into them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. Oh, she was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness. Now, she did work hard. One second, let me just check something with the... Yeah, my VSync was not on. There we go. Cynthia Weaver was very helpful in the first Alan Wake. Alright, what do we got here? Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason I couldn't remember, I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. Okay, that's from the first game. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There is light and there is darkness. There is guilt and there is atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. There's a long journey through the night back to the light. It's a lake. It's not a lake, it's an ocean, indeed. Alright, so I actually can't interact with any of these massive power switches that I can see. Oh, but there's a door if I would just look. Okay. Now, I'm going to check something. So it's been a bit since I played last, and I can't remember if I want to go this way, or... I'm pretty sure I came past these hobo fires. And I want to go up. I'm going to check out up first. It's all a subway, so it's kind of blending, but... Let's see if I got this word of power, actually. So then maybe down is the answer. Well, you know what? We can always go to our Mind Palace. End of the line. We did these. So this goes down. Looks like we need to go where this question mark is. So let's try to hit this. Make it happen. So I remember going through this.
Wake.
Yes. Did I get this word of power? Yeah, it looks like I did. It's not revealing anything when I shine it. Let me see, where am I on the map now? Okay, I'm where the question mark is. So let's keep looking. Oh. That was weird. No. Okay, hi. There's some arrows over here. I can't jump on that. Don't spread the word. I mean, why not? It seems like a nice thing to do for everybody. Alright,
Alan Wake. You're in my story.
to the upper platform is where we were before.
I need the words.
I definitely checked this out. Okay. Oh, there's light in here. Okay. So I can pick up a light. Oh, right, but it changes the car. And so I'm kind of... I can pick it up, but then I'm stuck in this room, which doesn't seem good. Alright, now I can get out. Stay back from the track. Now, I can, though, pick it up from out here. Yes, it's me. Yeah, but I got this word of power, too. I can't go down there. Alright, that's the way that I came from the last sequence. So let me then try to backtrack a little bit. That's scary. But now I have this light. And do I need... Can I keep it as is to get back over here? Alright, so I have 2 lights. Maybe this is what I need to make some progress up here. That doesn't look good. Oh. Well, that's good stuff. Take it all. Great. A nice suitcase. Well, I'm not going to complain about that. Now, this kind of feels like I'm going back to the beginning of this whole area, which I'm not entirely sure is bad. Let's save it. Now, at the very least, I did find that. Yeah, see, this is definitely me massively backtracking. But would there be a reason for me to do this? Let me see. Goals. Reach the murder site. Complete the ritual of the collapsed tunnel. Okay. So, here's the collapsed tunnel. Okay, let's go back here. These... Oh, it marks on the map, like, where all of the light shifts are. There is a question mark here. I couldn't quite figure that out. But let's go back here. Okay. The collapsed tunnel. No, this is back. Let me see. If I keep going straight, I go where I need to go. So that would actually require me to put the light back in. Unless I can just run this way. No. Here we go. Okay, collapsed tunnel, murder cult, plot board.
I had a new beat for the story.
Okay, here we go. New beat for the story. Summoning ritual. Enter the unblocked tunnel. So this is like opened up the area for me. And I need to go this way towards the death ritual. Okay. That Alan? Hey, man? Trapped in a loop. So that's Alan Wake's American Nightmare, I guess. I guess what I didn't do, I just needed to run faster. Okay. It's scary out there.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
Well, I can go this way now. It looks like it ripped a hole through all of the barriers that were here.
The tunnel was open now. I could get through.
I certainly can. All right, go, Alan. It's an old mining tunnel. Well, there's no way back.
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
It definitely appears to be that way. Alright, we're in a very charming cave. Oh, that dark presence. We're just trying to get some stories. It's not a lake. It's an ocean. So the suggestion, and I have mentioned this many times because it does evoke, in a way, some Murakami novels that I've read, but, you know, the idea would be that maybe all creativity, when you dip into that well, there is darkness there, and it's just your job to try to avoid it and, you know, find the creation and the essence of the story that you're looking for, but avoid being taken over, corrupted, damaged by that dark presence, I suppose. Oh, it's our... Looks like our good buddy. Nightingale, maybe? Back to the beginning.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key. Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
Oh, it's Saga.
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Oh, Parliament Tower. It's very nice looking. Prime real estate. Alright, so we need to get to the apartment. And it's back to this guy. Although it's not a picnic table that his body's on. It is very much a stone slab. Maybe this is how Alan imagines it. The writer of the first word.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good question. The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. With the terror of the light and the shadows cast, the third eye now open, to project the night, this is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Uh-oh. I mean, that doesn't sound... I hope they don't mean Mr. Scratch. I don't want that guy to meet anybody. Alright, here's one of these little... Oh.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget, marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Okay, well, you know, thanks for the pep talk. Wow, that is an old door. It has really been keeping out whatever it's been designed to keep out for some time. Some prospecting tools. Am I still in New York? Well, I'm going deeper. Parliament Tower Plaza. Well, okay. Now we're talking. We're getting somewhere. Looks like there is a word of power in here. There is. But maybe I need to... Maybe I can't get it from the outside? What does it take to get the word of power? No. There we go. You know, maybe I didn't get those other words of power that I saw. I mean, I hope I did. I'm gonna go with this one. Actually, let me look at the map. So I'm here. And am I here? I'm right by a car, a train car where there's a word of power. Maybe the words of power aren't on the map, just the light shifts. Okay.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
I love how the signs are just Alan's, you know, nightmare and thoughts and everything. The station has changed. I don't want to apparently jump down. Oh, well, I could just go out, I guess. Now, I don't need to take anything, I don't think. Like, in terms of the light. No, I guess I can fit 3 lights, okay.
I write. Writing is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of the dark place. I can't forget this. Don't you fucking forget this. I'm in the dark place. I'm outside time and space. Outside reality. But this is real. A nightmare dimension. An ocean of darkness. Remember, its dark energy can make art come true. Make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things out there, plotting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
All right. We're back up top. Boy, I didn't know if we'd ever make it, huh?
Parliament Tower, our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
So I have 4 lights now. In loving memory of Alan Wake, an author and husband. Like, they would build a statue of me. That's so funny.
Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
Art Deco. Very nice.
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Okay, yeah, we'll just go up this elevator. This looks good. It looks safe. I feel good. paparazzi. Alright, haunting. Initiation 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
I don't know what that means. So, were we so wealthy that we had one of those, like, apartments where you get your own elevator opening? It's not even a hallway to a door. It just opens right into your room, and then this is Alice, like, security system or something?
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
This... It looks like some things have changed here. That artwork is something else. She dropped her piece of pie.
Alice.
Pick photos for exhibition posters. Oh my god.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
God, he might be. Wow, looks like we have the entire legal book kit here.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
I don't have a memory card. I need to find it. Just like child blocks. The layout, if this is the original apartment of it, the layout has changed. The kitchen wasn't like this. The hall wasn't like this. Video art doc on screens. Focal point of the dark place. All right. Is she eating pie at every single place? Part 1.
Alice's memory card.
What's this gonna be like?
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. inner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
So this is like unbelievably terrifying that Scratch is able to come through reality and find Alice. Just some mental notes, just things that I'm noticing. They have recast the actress that plays Alice clearly, which is fine, you know. Just something I noticed. And her memory of the events of the first game was basically like they argued and then Alan drowned. She had no memory of being taken away into the lake or, you know, Alan kind of rescuing her and then being gone or anything like that. Like, it was just like, that's it. So that's very curious. Let me see if I can look at the dark place of the art. Yep, there he is. Oh, is that inside his mind palace?
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
That's not good. Written by Scratch, huh? Return by Scratch. That was something. So can you imagine, as this is loading, being Alice, being haunted by a nightmare, but somehow being able to photograph it and like show people nightmare pictures of what is presumed to be your dead husband in present day? Oh, am I switching back to Saga now? Yep, and there's Alan right there. Wow. What a game. So interesting.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
So now, I am indeed Saga again, as we piece things together from her side. I mean, the story just is everywhere, all over the place. Makes sense, doesn't make sense, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'd love to know what you think. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll check you in the next one. Take care.